Super Rugby AU is underway with the Reds getting a massive 41-7 win over the Tahs. Pretty explosive start to the game. Try, and then nothing for quite some time. The Reds getting a try at the end. I'm a bit distracted because I was doing a live stream of this game. I was kind of simulcasting to Facebook and YouTube at the same time, and I knew something was up when the Facebook stream went down. I knew something was not quite right. That was during the first half, and then right as the Parise red card happened, the YouTube stream went down as well, and I've noticed there's a copyright strike there from Sansa for using their proprietary name in my video title, which was Reds v Waratahs. Watching Reds v Waratahs, brackets, not showing any match footage, in brackets. Close brackets. Anyway, so that was rather distracting. Rather disappointing. I'll talk about that in a second, I guess. The game itself, which is probably what you hear. Bloody hell. Don't need that kind of stress, Sansa, man. Come on. The Tahs started with a hiss and a roar, but it was a bit limited. Gordon got the first try of the game in the left corner. Pataya, I couldn't see where he was at. I haven't had a chance to see a proper replay where he got sucked into the play. Nobody out on the right wing. Tahs, quick ball. Maddox offloads from the ground, gets it to your man Jake Gordon, who's captain for the day. He goes around the blind side, and there's nobody there on the right wing for the Queensland Reds defending, and it's 7-0. 7-0 early to the Tahs. That's the end of their scoring. They're done. 2 minutes and that's it. Great conversion though from Will Harrison. From there though, the Reds hit back immediately. Pretty much first chance down the Tahs end. They kick a penalty to make it 7-3. 8 minutes. They win a line out. The ball goes to Wilson, to Pataya, to James O'Connor. It looked like maybe a forward pass, but no. Campbell is the recipient of that ball and he gets a try. They did TMO it to just double check, but nothing doing with that one. So good try for the Reds. They're back in front. Well, they're in front for the first time. 10-7. 14 minutes, only a few minutes later, Murphy gets a try. And it was kind of the Tahs' own downfall because they had a bit of obstruction down the other end with old Maddox running into one of his teammates. The Reds kicked the ball down the other end and line-out move. That one goes to Murphy after a few phases. It's pretty quick. And maybe Murphy beats like 3 or 4 tacklers. The tackling of the Tahs is really bad. Murphy has got nobody. You know, usually when you see a guy 2 meters out, they pass the ball to him and he's got 2 guys pushing behind him. Murphy's on his own and he still goes through about 3 or 4 guys. It's pretty bad defense. So yeah, 17-7. And then only a few minutes later, Dalguna gets the first of his tries. There's a good offload by Uru, I think, on the ground. He got it to, was it Paisami who got it to McCrate, who got it to Dalguna. The hands were just too good, man. The Reds were tearing them to bits. Absolutely tearing them to bits. It was getting embarrassing. More than a point a minute. Really, really bad defense. I know that the Tahs side is young. This is their first competitive game in a long time, but worrying times. 23 minutes. Jake Gordon went close from the base of a scrum, which he collapsed twice. The referee gave a short arm, but they TMO'd it and he was held up. And on 31 minutes, James O'Connor kicks a penalty to make it 27-7. That's kind of where my intent watching of the game as I was doing the stream ends. Paisami gets a red card for a tip tackle. Not Paisami. Parisi gets a red card for a tackle on Paisami. He kind of tipped him over. I didn't think it was on the head from the angle that I saw, but it seemed to be on the shoulder, but it's bad enough. They red card him. But the thing about the red cards in this competition is only 20 minutes, so it wasn't kind of, I guess, the end of the world, but the Tahs were in a bad spot anyway. Now that's when the live stream goes down and I see I got a copyright strike, so I'm not watching the game that much. I'm trying to keep an eye on it, trying to look up what the hell have I done. It's me and a whiteboard, and maybe you can hear a little bit of the TV, but for the most part, you shouldn't be able to hear the TV. So I'm emailing them, asking what the hell have I done wrong. I try to be very careful about that kind of thing, but they've emailed me like 5 minutes before the stream to say, okay, no, we're going to take it back. We're going to retract it. So that's good news. I feel like a winner. I don't need that stress, man. Anyway, if I can't even call the video Waratahs versus Reds, then something's wrong with the world. I'm not trying to steal your views, man. I'm trying to build conversation into the game. Anyway, final two scores from the Reds towards the end. Daugunu gets one. Scrum from the Reds, it's too good. And Sorovi quick ball to Daugunu goes over pretty much untouched. And one at the end, Drossese, is that his name? 81 minutes. Again, goes over pretty much untouched from the Reds. 41-7 is an absolute hiding. Absolute hiding. I didn't see that much of the second half, I'll be honest. I was looking up copyright law and what the hell I've done wrong. Anyway, fill me in on the gaps. If there's any minutes I should be looking forward, did I miss? Not much. Run meters 386 to 221 to the Reds, undoubtedly. Possession 55-45, territory 56-44. Offloads 4 to the Tahs, 11 to the Reds. So they were certainly getting some slick stuff going on. Reds lineup was 80% better than the Tahs 73. Tahs had to make more tackles, but they still missed a fair few. Daugunu finishes with 90 run meters, 2 tries and 4 defenders beaten, back to his best. Maddox got a try assist, 41 run meters, 4 defenders beaten, but again, it's hard to find positives on a side which has been beaten 41-7. Tizano, though, had 26 out of 20, was it 8 tackles? That's a heap of tackles. That's a lot of tackles. Scott Young for the Tahs, not the Tahs, for the Reds had 17 out of 20, which is a decent effort and would be top place on most days, but not this one. Anyway, copyright strike. That's a first. Hopefully it gets rescinded quickly, because if you can't even name a video Waratahs versus Reds or Reds versus Waratahs, then virtually every video on my channel is infringing on some copyright. Anyway, guys, Super Rugby AU is back. Apart from the copyright strike, I was actually pretty pumped. Beer in hand, having a chat, tries galore, defense optional at the start. Anyway, it was good to see the game back. New broadcaster, they seem to be doing a pretty good job, but again, my mind's gone on a sidetrack. So, yeah, the Force game is on now against the Brumbies, but it is midnight, so I'm going to go to bed. Watch that one in the morning. All right, guys, take care of yourselves, and talk to you again soon. See you later.